Hey, what's good, everybody? You guys are checking out episode number 171 of the HoopDoctors.com podcast. And once again, I go by the name of Kevin Burke in Golden State. What the hell was that? Man, I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, this whole time I thought OKC versus Golden State was actually going to be a good series. But it's been nothing but blowouts aside from Game 1. And Game 3 for Golden State, I mean, bad doesn't even begin to describe that. Listen, I know they won convincingly in Game 2. I get it. But Game 3 was a completely different animal, something like I have never seen. They were down by as much as 41 points. 41 for the defending champions, a team that won 73 games. They were down by 41 points in this game. I don't know what that was about. And I didn't like how they were, like, smiling on the bench, the starters. Once the starters were taken out, you see Draymond and Steph talking and smiling and carrying on. I don't get caught up in a lot of that body language stuff, but if I'm a fan of Golden State, which I'm not really feeling that. I'm not really feeling that at all. But also, if I'm a fan of Golden State, luckily, this only counts for one loss. It feels like it should be like, 3 or 4 losses, but it's just one loss, and they're more than capable of taking Game 4 and tying the series up. But if they come out flat like they did in Game 3, they're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. But forget all of that. What's really going to decide the rest of this series is whether or not Draymond gets suspended. Yes, Draymond Green's kick to Steven Adams' groin. Draymond says that was not intentional. I say that did not look like a natural movement to me. And I'm not saying Draymond is a dirty player by any stretch. I wouldn't want to put that label on anybody. But he has done some dirty-looking things in his career, and that's one of them. Now, his defense after the game is that, it wasn't intentional. My thing is, if you kick a guy, especially there, accidentally, don't you make some sort of gesture afterwards to make it seem at the time that it was not on purpose? Don't you at least, do one of these, pat your chest, my bad, walk over to the guy, give him a little tap on the back. You do something at that time to make it seem like you did not do that on purpose, because he didn't do any of that. He kicks him, and then he walks away. And the explanation he gave after the game was that he didn't know he kicked him. Yeah, you know you kicked him. Again, that's not a natural movement. He was right under the basket going up for a shot, and his leg comes up trying to draw a foul. To me, again, that does not seem natural. In the end, I don't think he's going to be suspended, but again, I'm not sure where his leg was really going. And what makes all of this interesting is the fact that Dahntay Jones, he got suspended for punching Bismack Biyombo in Game 3. And to me, what Dahntay did looked way less intentional than what Draymond did to Steven Adams. And I don't think Draymond's going to get a game at all. And if I'm a Cavs fan, which I'm not even worried about that Game 3 loss, because that's the quintessential, the classic trap game. I mean, they've won 10 in a row, haven't lost a game yet in these playoffs. You're coming in against a team that you're way more talented than. You're probably tired of playing them and beating them so convincingly that you lose focus, you take your foot off the gas. It's just a trap game. It happens. I said Cavs in 4 or 5. It's going to be Cavs in 5. I'm looking for them to win these next 2. And all of this, really, these last 2 games on both the East and the West, my takeaway is that there's way too much talk about men kicking and punching men in places that men shouldn't be kicking and punching other men. But that's all I got, guys. Podcast number 171 in the books. I'll check you guys out next week. Be good.